The Toronto Raptors get it done against the Indiana Pacers for their first home win of the season. 118-100 is your score. Welcome to the Scotia Club inside Scotiabank Arena. I'm Randy Urban, and this is Raptors Night Cap. Tonight, joined by Jack Armstrong, Leo Rautins, and the principal, Paul Jones.
Can I throw one thing out there?
Bring it to us, Paul.
The first time in NBA history, half the guys on the court at one point were Canadian. Indiana had 2 guys out there. Toronto had 3.
Wow.
And we are looking, folks, for a nickname for Banton, Boucher,
Triple
and
Bs.
Birch. That's what they like, the triple Bs. But we never throw a nickname out unless they approve it.
But you know
Boucher's
what?
the only one that
To
likes it
celebrate
right now.
that, I'm going to do what no man has dared to do on this show.
Have a chicken wing.
Have a
On
chicken
air.
wing. On air.
Right
You know,
now.
one of the
First
leader,
question goes to Leo.
the leader in the clubhouse right now
Yeah.
is the 401 Express from Kipling to Montreal. Like you get on the 401, right on
Express,
Kipling.
Okay. All right. Killer bees, triple bees.
What do you think, Leo?
I like that.
He likes it. He likes it.
All right, Jack, I guess we'll
He's got a
start.
full stomach. He's happy. Just keep feeding him.
I guess I'll start with you, Jack.
Yes.
OG was awesome today. Great first quarter.
Yeah.
16 points in the first quarter, the
yeah.
most he's ever had in a quarter, start a game, first quarter. And I thought he set the tone. And you know what they did? They got out of the first quarter with a lead.
Bingo.
And they played with a cushion tonight. And his leadership and his toughness, shot making, back to the basket a few times, took the ball strong to the basket. He played a really 3 games in a row now. He's played well.
They put some
offensively.
money in the bank early.
Yeah.
They got the buffer. And you know, Jack, to your point about OG, and I look at it, you know, on your car where it says objects in the mirror are closer than they seem? That goes for OG with the defense. OG is faster than he looks, stronger than he looks, and you better be aware. Like he gets into the low post and he
hurts you.
he's abusing people. He's abusing people.
You know what else I
down
like, though? We talked about this the other day, that when the Raptors struggle, that's a good time for him to say, okay,
I got
remember
this.
early in the game,
Yeah.
the first 5 minutes, the Raptors are struggling to score. All of a sudden, OG go boom, boom, boom. Okay, different game now, right? So he can be that guy,
Yeah.
right? He can be that guy when things aren't necessarily clicking. Hey, find him, let him do his thing.
Go ahead,
I think
Jack.
one issue he had when he was a younger player, and even in the first 2 games, when he tries to go a little too fast,
Yes.
he's not balanced. Sometimes he gets kind of pushed off balance, kind of like me walking down the street on a Friday night, maybe. But
I've seen that walk.
you ever seen that walk, particularly in like Milwaukee, places like that.
Portland.
But yes,
No, Chicago's just across the street.
it's just a crow. But my point is,
Who's Alice?
exactly. But who is that guy when he's balanced? Who is that player when he's balanced and he's under control? His whole game opens
But
up.
that's what we saw tonight. He went into the low post and backed people down and then spun on them. They're looking for the power move, and all of a sudden he hits them with the quickness. Or he squares up and he drives you to the goal. And when he's under control, Jack, and you know, some of that is practice at that speed, right? And don't get sped up. Don't get knocked off your spot. I mean, he was terrific. And you know, I thought the Raptors defense tonight, the other night, the turnovers were the bane of their existence. They were a huge deficit. Tonight, 31-13 points off turnovers. And it's not like Indiana shot like 20%. Indiana still shot 48%. Raptors had 21 more field goal attempts. And I thought they did a great, Leo and I were talking about this before we went to air. They did a great job on Sabonis, just stifling him, making him give it up. And I think that took away his aggressiveness.
They out-physical him.
Yeah.
And that's hard to do. That's hard to do.
He's a monster.
Yep.
Going back to OG real quick, Kayla Gray interviewed him before the game, and he said he hasn't even come close to reach his potential. And it's weird to hear that from him because it's not something I would think that he would normally say in that setting, but that excites
he's confident.
me. Yeah, that excites me.
Because he's confident.
Well, he's got, I tell you, he's got the Kawhi Leonard-esque demeanor, deportment, just kind of like it never get too high, too low, just keep moving on. I saw him complain to the referee today for the first time in 4 years, rightfully so.
And you know what? It was a vicious complaint. I think he said, Sir, can I ask you a question?
What, didn't he push me? This is like
You think back to OG, the 2018-2019 season when they won the championship. That was a difficult season for him personally, professionally. But he did have the opportunity to be around Kawhi Leonard and watch a master at work. There's no
How
doubt
he works.
how much that rubs off on a young player. And OG is very observant and really bright. And many young people are visual learners.
yes.
And you just watch a guy work and you go,
Hey, the quiet guys, those are the ones that are
Look
taking it
out
all
for.
in.
Yeah.
Those are,
yeah,
that's OG.
you see it starting to happen now.
Yeah. You're not one
You're
of those
not a
guys.
quiet guy. You are not a quiet
I
guy.
was just
Maybe
gonna say,
had you been a quiet guy,
could have
your
been
game
something.
could have been elevated.
I could have
Yeah.
been something.
Could have been a contender.
been a
We're going to
contender.
cheers to you
with
anyway,
guys.
right, Jacko? We'll still cheers to you.
Still love you,
Okay, yeah,
Randy.
thanks.
Cheers.
Thanks.
Cheers, Randy.
Still love you, Randy.
The noisy Randy.
You got to quit, Randy Jones.
Let's go back to the defense a little bit. They came into this
Did I
game.
mention your sushi here?
Yeah, there's sushi.
Nobody
there.
wants
You got
this
to
to-
you're
Are you off
finishing
the
it.
wings? You got a couple
I
of
think
dead soldiers
he's off the
there.
wings. The Raps came into this league
I'm
fourth
having a carrot here, okay?
Still waiting for the cheese.
fourth in the NBA in points
Jack,
per
please
game.
have cheese.
We're gonna get him cheese.
I'm like a rabbit here, right? Having a carrot.
Randy,
Fourth in
Jack needs cheese.
I know. We'll
and
get him
okay.
cheese next time, Friday. Fourth in the
More
NBA
coffee,
in points
right?
per game allowed.
Right.
Held Indiana to 100 tonight. What's key to their defense so far this season?
I think turning people over.
Yeah.
Like I said, 21 more shots tonight, and 31 points off turnovers. And like I said, it's not like Indiana shot a poor percentage. They shot 48%.
Well, hey, a lot of that, Brogdon, right? He had that stretch where that was the only bad deal. I mean, everything was get up on him and just drive by.
Well-
Okay. At some point in time, you say, okay, you know what? We got length. I'm going to back off. I'll contest your shot, but I'll take that contested shot versus the drive.
Points in the paint, 10 in the first quarter for Indiana. Brogdon gets going, 18 in the second. Second half, 4 and 8, 12 in the entire second half. Now, it helped
No,
that
he was
Brogdon
gone
was
too,
out,
yeah.
but Toronto figured it out. We're going to shut the paint down.
Yeah.
And I thought they did a good job of that.
I just think and they wore him down. You look at the fact that I think we talked about this. I can't remember which show it was. This is the hardest way to play. When you've got to be like a maximum effort team, and you're constantly like, it's almost like a football team that blitzes a lot. It's risk reward, but the reward is you get in the pace of play you want to play. I mean, how about Banton just bringing the ball up?
I was just going to bring him up.
He's
Yeah.
he looks like he gets shot out of a cannon every time.
Yeah.
Every time. And that's the key. It's like, that's what people don't realize. You
How
want
hard
him-
it is to do it. Yeah.
But it's not hard for him. It's natural for him. That's the way he plays. Every time he gets it, he goes. Rebound, go. Pass, go. How many times you see Fred run out and it's to let Banton bring it up?
Yeah.
And that helps Fred because he
That helps
plays
Fred,
off the
yeah.
ball.
And the kid can knock down the three, right? He took the ball to the bucket. I was thrilled when I saw Nick put him in early.
Early, yeah.
You
Didn't
know
wait
what?
till the third quarter.
I've been. You guys have since preseason. I'm going. You know what? I'm throwing him to the wolves. I have that much confidence in what this kid potentially could be. I'm throwing him out there.
And he's not afraid.
Yeah.
He's not afraid either. I mean, he's out there. He's doing his thing.
And we do understand that young guys like that are going to play better at home than they do on the road. There's going to be growing pains, not only for him but Scottie Barnes.
Yep.
They'll have their. Scottie Barnes was amazing at Boston, but there'll be moments. But that's okay.
Hey, tie into Scottie Barnes. Remember, we were saying that. I mean, his IQ, how he plays with other guys. Everybody played pretty good tonight, right? How does Scottie Barnes play?
He was really good.
Because he feeds off of when other guys. He's smart enough to understand what's going on. The better other guys are playing, the better he's going to play.
We had him on the post game on the radio, and he had 2 points halfway through the second quarter.
Hey, you don't want to peak too early.
And he just he ended up with 18, 7, and 7.
Seven, yeah.
And we asked him, he said, Coach has been on me to be more aggressive. And like he made some terrific passes tonight. The one on the inbound, they ran the X play. He came to the near side, caught the ball going down the side of the lane. The defender pinched in, boom, into the corner for an OG.
about
That
a
was a touch pass
Yeah,
off the
yeah.
cut.
Off the cut, yeah.
How about a guy that loves to post you up?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. We're
Old school.
Old school.
Yeah.
And I always say, you know what? You don't have to be a post-up guy to post people up.
Right.
If you got an advantage, take them.
For me, it's the composure in the post too, right? A lot of guys that are young, they rush it. Their moves are a little bit out of sync.
And that's kind
Doesn't look like it.
And that's kind of my point as well about like why is OG Anunoby more effective now? Because he's slowing down a little bit. And Scottie Barnes as a rookie, OG didn't have that as a rookie. Scottie Barnes has that as a rookie. He just, I use the term, and maybe I use it too much, but it's so true with a kid like that. He has stage presence.
Yes.
You look at a guy and you go, that dude's good. I'm putting him on my team in a schoolyard. I want that guy on my team.
How about, and I never thought of him as a, kind of lock you down or a solid defender, but how about the activity of Gary Trent Jr.? Mm-hmm. Hands, he's, like you tell kids when you're teaching defense, don't reach in, right? Guy's got 9 arms out there. He's tipping the ball. He's reaching in.
He's buying in.
Yeah, he's getting on the ground for it. I thought he was really good tonight.
Offensively, he struggled tonight.
Yeah.
And I'll give you another guy. How about Mihailuk? He's I watch him every game.
He is sneaky athletic.
He's hanging around the offensive glass there, knocking him away.
Defense gets the rebound. He's got the whole Kyle Lowry thing. You come down a defensive rebound, boom, pokes it loose.
But he chases down loose balls.
He's a physical player.
I
he's
like
a big guy too.
It's so much nicer to talk about a win, right? Like it's like, how about this guy? How about this guy? But Fred, we haven't even talked about Fred. He almost had a triple-double, career high 10 rebound. Fred.
4 of those offensive, by the way. Smallest guy on the court.
Yeah. I mean, how pivotal is he, real quick, Jonesy, to what they're trying to do offensively?
Well, we talked about it last game. He's learning his role within all of the new roles of the team. And we just saw a jump tonight, didn't we? The turnovers went down.
He shot the ball well
tonight. He made shots. In my best Stan Van Gundy impersonation. Sometimes guys talk about adjustments. An adjustment is just making a shot. And the Raptors made shots tonight, right?
they did make shots, but they made shots because the tempo they didn't have to set up as much.
Yeah.
And I think that's really helpful.
Yeah. All right, guys. Gotta stop you there, unfortunately.
You like my Stan Van
Gundy? I love it. Next game for the Raptors, Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, right here at Scotiabank Arena against the Orlando Magic. We will see you then.
So long, Noisy Randy.
Yeah. Let me hear that again.